Hello everybody and welcome to another watercolor tutorial. We're going to be painting this watering can that is, instead of watering out water or pouring out water, it's going to be pouring out flowers. So let's get right into it. The first thing we are going to do is paint the flowers, just because that's easier for me, at least because I'm right-handed. So I am just going to be starting with some green foliage to sort of pave the path for my flowers. So I'm going to flip this to make it easier for myself, but we want to paint it in like a cascading direction. So it's kind of going to look like a little waterfall, kind of like this. And I'm going to have little leaves coming off of it, like so, on both sides. Here we go, and I'm going to have just one more that's a little bit longer coming down here. And I'm just using a size 1 by Grumbacher, but a lot of the Winsor & Newton ones, which are definitely more affordable, they're just as good. And as always, linked in my description, or in the description of this video, if you're interested in adding some great quality brushes to your collection. All right, so I'm happy with how those look there. Now I'm just going to be adding my flowers. So you can use whatever colors you want. We're not being too hyper specific with our flowers here. We're going to, paint them quite simple. So I'm going to have some, just going to make this a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So this flower, just like that. You can have, just a simple flower with dots like this. And don't forget to vary up your color use, because kind of the magic of this comes from all the different colors that you use. So that's the great thing, is that it really doesn't your flowers don't have to be professional quality, or even like I'm just flaring out random brush strokes and creating these little flowers. We just want the color to be there. I think that's really what this is about, is just adding the color. So I'm gonna add a little bit of blue details. Blue flowers, and you can vary up the size of them, like they don't all have to be the same. The petals can be a little bit different as well. I'm just going to use, right now I'm switching to my size 0.0 Winsor & Newton, one of my favorite brushes, and I'm just going to create like a little rose flower. I do have several rose tutorials on my channel that really go into depth on how to create roses. Oops, that was not on the camera. I apologize, I'll do another one. So you can definitely go back into my videos and just look up some rose tutorials if you're interested on a more detailed overview on how to paint roses. This is not that. This is just, we're filling our space with different colors and different flowers and making it beautiful. Now, don't forget you can add some, you know, centers to your flowers as well. And I'm actually just going to go over my leaves a little bit darker because I can see they're not quite standing out as much as I would like them to. So I'm just going to go over some of them. Okay, so I'm quite happy with my little cluster of flowers that's falling out of our watering can. So I'm just going to move on to the rest of the watering can. I also decided to paint some, I guess, foliage coming out from the top of my watering can. So I'm just going to really quickly go over that. It doesn't have to be super detailed. We just want something to be there. So that the watering can isn't empty, or not. Like, if you don't want anything there, that's fine too. It's your watering can, you can do whatever you want. And I'm purposely making the leaves of this foliage very cartoon-like. Like that, and you can fill some of them in if you'd like. Some of them can be left white. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the main portion of our watering can here. I'm going to make my watering can, what color should I make it? I think I'm going to choose maybe a blue or a purple. And this part is quite easy. We're going to start with the spout, I guess, of our watering can. And I'm just going to round this section here. I'm just going to use my quadruple zero again, liner brush or detail brush, just to round out this portion. And then again on this side. By the way, I don't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but you're more than welcome to sketch this out for yourself first. It'll make the whole process a whole lot easier because you just have to follow your little pencil marks. And this part, I'm just going to leave a white gap there, and I'm just going to kind of fill it in, but not completely. I kind of want to make it look like there are speckles there. I might even dot some. There we go. I like how that looks. All right, so moving on to the body portion of our watering can. We're going to just fill the whole thing in, but we're going to leave a thin white gap just around our spout. And I'm going to just quickly switch back to my liner brush here. There we go. So you're just following your pencil marks and filling in the entire thing. You can see that everywhere I'm painting, between sections, I'm leaving a thin white gap, so that instead of, you know, trying to section the sections off with white acrylic paint afterwards, I can just use the negative space to create these sections, and then it actually looks like a watering can. See, so I'm not fully going to join my handle there, and that's okay because it makes it look even like cartoonish, which is kind of cute. Not everything has to look hyper specific. That is fantastic, and that's about it. That's our little watering can. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and don't forget to check out some of my other tutorials.